Hey guys, Richard here, and today I'm going to give you the permanent solution to this skin condition: acne, pimples, blackhead, or any combination of this. Basically, I'm talking about any sort of problematic skin condition that you're currently battling with or struggling with, or perhaps you developed through your teenage years and really wondering what the heck is wrong and you want a solution. Well, I'm glad you found this video because we're going to tackle the root cause of this problem and help you eliminate this issue completely. Well, there's only one caveat to this video, and here it is. Do not be fooled by the simplicity of this idea, because I personally went through this journey whereby I had to believe now that I actually did struggle with acne for a very long time, and the solution I found is probably what you already know, but I want to bring it to your awareness and really spell it out here so that you know what the root cause of the problem is and you could go fix it. So what is really the root cause of this problem? Really, what's the root cause of this problem? Well, the root cause of this problem is actually quite simple, and you might not like it. And here it is. Stop eating a lot of rubbish. Because right now you are eating a lot of rubbish and you are putting a lot of garbage into your system and you don't even know it. And this is why you are having this issue to begin with. Well, I also want to tell you that maybe you might consider yourself a very healthy person. Well, the level of healthiness for you is still not good enough. At least for you, you need to increase that and do something radical, right, with your diet. And I also want you to buy into this idea that the solution to this problem is not an external solution. No external solution is going to fix this for you, but rather an internal solution, which means that you have to go fix this problem by looking at your diet and start introducing a lot more healthy food choices and also supplying your body with the amounts of nutrients that it needs to really help you combat this offset. Basically, what's happening here is that I'm going to explain it later, but briefly here, what's happening here is that your body is slightly off center, and this is why it's reacting that way. And basically, your body is telling you is giving you signals that there's something wrong inside. So trying to fix this problem with an external solution always will fail. So before I go any further, let me really go into this external solution that most people are thinking and honestly will not work for them. So here are what people are potentially thinking. So for example, you might think that there's a magical cream that's out there that you can purchase and this is going to fix the problem for you. Well, I want to bust that bubble for you and tell you that actually no such cream exists, and even though it does exist, it will only fix the issue that you're having temporarily. So it's not a permanent solution. So what I suggested earlier on is the permanent solution. And also I want you to imagine the dependency that you will have with this magical or special cream that you think you can purchase, and also think about the total cost of owning this cream for a very long period of time. Still not really worth it. Perhaps some of you think that, oh, well, maybe if I do surgery, that will help me fix this problem. Again, this is almost not going to fix the problem. Yes, it might fix the problem temporarily, but it's not going to fix it long term. And most of you also think that the acne that you're getting or the pimples that you're getting is almost seasonal. It's a period and you're just going through the phase of it. Well, I want to tell you that it won't disappear, especially if you are currently or you insist on eating the same thing that you are eating, which is giving you the results that you are getting. So I do not recommend you do that. I recommend you start looking at your diet and start changing it. So here's what you really need to understand here, and it took me a long while to actually figure out. Here's what you need to understand here. Basically, your body, this is how almost every physical body works, right? So every physical body, we can put it on a scale. And the scale here I'm going to use to explain this is that -5, we have -5 to +5. And at the middle, we have a threshold value, which is called 0. Now, -5 indicates that that physical body is not really healthy, right? So by healthy, I mean that it's not being supplied the amount of nutrients. Now, sure, people eat food such that they're not dying, but they're not really supplying their body with the amount of vitamins that the body needs to replenish. Whereas if we look at the positive side here, we have a physical body that is healthy. Basically, the owner of this body or the person who has this body is supplying the body with the daily nutrients that it needs so that body can function in a very healthy way. Whereas if you look at the middle, what's happening here, the middle is the kind of threshold point. When you start drifting by not eating healthy, eating healthy, basically you start drifting away towards the negative side. And this is what really happens when most teenagers are going through puberty. So there are external circumstances that are happening. So hormonal changes are happening, and external events such as stress, those things tend to bring the body off center. Right. So if you imagine your body, if your body is already at the middle, which is at the threshold, then things like stress will only push it towards the unhealthy side. Whereas if you look at a body which is healthy, which is at maybe 4.5 or 4, if that body experiences any stress or any hormonal change, that brings that person down to 3. So that person is never down to the negative spectrum. And this is why most people will never really have acne. A lot of people would think that, this skin condition is just inherent. But in my experience, although I'm not a medical doctor, I found that this is really not a gene problem. It's not really something that you're born with, but it's really as a result of your diet. Because I have a testimony, because I used to have a lot of this. And I went to a lot of medical dermatologists and went to see the doctor and GP, and they told me that the problem was I was just born with it. But of course, I didn't believe that. I knew there was something inherently wrong because I never used to have this, and all of a sudden they start popping up. And I wanted to know the root cause of it. So that led me on a journey, which I'm telling you that it is your diet. Almost 99.9%, it is your diet. And if you change your diet, you can almost change anything that has to do with your body. So I need you to buy into this idea here. I need you to buy into this idea that you don't need to go out there and waste a lot of your money trying to get the latest cream or any of this stuff. You just need to fix your diet. Now, I'm not against any of this external solution. I think the external solutions are great, but they are not necessary, right? So maybe looking to get that expensive cream to clean up your face would be nice, but these are additional beauty context you're adding to yourself. It's not really like you're trying to fix a problem with a cream, right? So I hope that makes sense. All right, so with that said, let's go into the practical aspect here. So I'm really going to tell you the kind of foods you need to really avoid here. And not really avoid, actually. This food could be introduced once you get your body from that negative spectrum onto the positive. Because right now you're too far extreme. And this extremity is what's killing you there. So once you start getting your body and supplying the body with the nutrients and minimizing, the external stimuli that really offset your body to the extreme, then you can start moving past the threshold and into the positive realm. So once you are in the positive realm, there's no need to eliminate some food that you like. I don't think there's any need for that. But you need to get on this point, first of all. You need to get to the positive side, and then maybe you could introduce those food. Because right now you will need a radical change in your diet. And that diet is going to serve you. All right, so here are a couple of the food that right now you should not be eating. At least you want to minimize the amount that you're taking. So like starchy food, refined carbohydrates, those should be gone. So the substitute you should be thinking of should be maybe potato, anything that is more organic. And also you need to start supplying your body with the right, not the right proportion, but you need to start supplying your body with vitamins and minerals. Those are extremely lacking in your body. And you need to start doing that. You need to start eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. So start doing that. And also you need to start introducing the likes of nuts and fish. Fish tend to be a very good one because it helps your skin a lot. So those are the kind of combination of food that you need to introduce into your diet if you really are serious in taking control of this aspect of your life. So those are the practical ways. I have a lot more ideas that I can share about this, but I'm not going to make this video too long by going into elaborate detail. So shoot me a comment or whatever if you have any question. So that's everything I have to say here in this video. Leave me your comment down below. I have further ideas I want to talk about in this video, so shoot me your comment down below and I shall see you later. Actually, finally, I want to wrap up this video segment by sharing my story. So my story goes, quite briefly, is that I struggled with this for almost nearly a year or so. I would say more than, but to my memory, I had it for a long period of time, and I went to see the dermatologist. I went to see the doctor, and people were telling me that this problem is just what is a phase that I have to go through. But what I realized is that as I changed my diet, things start to work differently for me, and now I don't really have acne anymore. Now you can see the bruises here on my face, but this is not something I worry about anymore. I just have that issue dealt with. Now I don't really worry about a breakout here or there. Now occasionally there might be one or two here, but I don't get freaked out over it. So that's it, guys. If you're really serious about taking this condition or treating this condition, then really face your diet and really look at your diet and start changing things. All right, that wraps it up. Leave me a comment and I shall see you later. Bye.